21?
staking, founder staking 21 days.
21 days. I think that's fair and accurate.
Yeah.
I also see here that they announced another POG Slammer launch. Not until September. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. It was an April Fool's.
Oh, you just got April Fool's live.
I got April Fool's on April 6th.
Mister, I don't like April Fools.
I mean, it's just they got me on this one.
They got it.
If I would have seen it on April 1st, they wouldn't have got me.
This week episode is brought to you by None of Secret Supply of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and available on shelf anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there is still no sauce for you. You want some of Nona's sauce? Too bad, only Nona decides who gets the sauce.
Poppin's poppin' and lockin', Magnum scrutinizing. Papa Max Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Season 3, Episode 47 of the twice over Zilly Award-winning Papa Mags Pinecast. Mags, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Zilly Award winning, check. Zilly Award winning, check. Oh, check. And then, and like low rated. So it's tough to do. To be as low rated as a Pinecast.
But we did get confirmation that our Southern Hemisphere buddies, Buddy Theta,
right.
At least one of them is still in attendance.
Do you want to fill everyone in from last week? I know they're on the edge of their seats.
About what?
About the
I don't remember.
Fact check.
I don't remember what you're talking
about. The football thing. The American football.
Well, it turns out you were accurate. But hey, that's.
I was right. You were wrong. I'm the best. You're the worst.
I'm not seeing,
very attractive.
Honestly, how someone could be confused about this, because there is a set parameters of who is eligible and ineligible based on where they are lined up. So
I'd say it's a little embarrassing for you, because
not at all.
Well, no, hear me out. Just hear me out. I don't have to be right on this one. I'm not. But
well, you're not right, because I'm not embarrassed.
Okay, cool. Then, because remember we were getting to the cricket rules and these cricket legends?
Yeah.
And shit, we can't talk cricket. The Southern Hemisphere guys can talk cricket, right?
I wish they would come on and tell me. I think at this point, though, I've watched enough of cricket to kind of figure it out. I still feel like there's a couple things that I don't quite understand, but I've actually spent some time trying to figure this out, because I occasionally run into cricket highlights on it, and I'm like, oh, let me see if I can, figure something more out. What I really don't understand is, does it take any skill to foul tip a cricket ball and send it backwards, and you can score runs off of that, right? Is that a miss hit? Are they trying to do that? I don't know. That I don't get.
We need to get Buddy Theta on. When is that show going to happen?
I don't know.
Maybe even Australia. Who else we got there? We got Nothing Flash.
We got Nothing Flash. We got Sushi.
Sushi coming back on again. Have you heard from Sushi in a while? I haven't.
I have not heard from Sushi in a while. I reach out every once in a while to her and just say hi, and it's been a while since I've done that. But
so for people who don't know, Sushi Cat is our award-winning music person for all the
ditties,
all the catchy transition jingles and opening.
The jingles, yes.
Whatever they're called. But that was all Sushi Cat.
And thank you again for those. I still say they're the best part of the show.
Dude, they are. I love them.
There's no doubt.
For sure.
I want to
well, it sounds like you got a list going.
Well, you know what? We have a really good friend. And his name is
We do?
We do.
Okay.
And his name is Char.
From Charizard fame.
From the famous Charizard, yes.
Okay.
Theta.
I've heard of him.
Dude, so this guy sends me a box, and I confirmed that I got it, but I didn't open it. I just had it sitting here, and I think tonight's the night, so I just opened it. Popper, it's your boy Char. Hope all is good. You were missed at ThetaCon. We're also missing the bull run.
Still true.
Hopefully when you get this box, we've recovered from the latest dump. Sorry, Char, that hasn't happened. Give the blue ETH Denver shirt to Mags when and if you see him. I don't know. Let me check this out.
I
Let's
got to give you still stuff from
see.
ThetaCon that I haven't sent out.
All right. Well, it's not my size and it might fit you, so maybe I'll give it to you. But it's really nice, actually. And he says also, Greg Maddox, the
Shout out.
professor, was my all-time favorite
Mad
pitcher.
Dog.
He put on a clinic here at Coors Field. Not many pitchers can say that. Well, I hope to see you soon. Hope you like the goodies. H bar to the moon and Theta T Fuel too. Haha. Say hi to the fam. Your bro, Char. Bro, Char, you are all time. Honestly, you are all time. Oh, we got yo-yos, bro. Wooden ones. Legit.
Really?
Hello, future. You got a t-shirt and I got a hoodie and a pair of socks.
Oh, you got this. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm kind of turning into a sock guy. I like sock, like different types of socks.
I haven't tried it yet. I got to look up how to try it, and I don't know if I get you some. I think I'll keep it, but nothing flash. We got the Vegemite. I still have
Are
to
you
try it.
kidding me?
Yeah, I didn't tell you about that.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, got to
It's
try.
got all kinds of stickers in here. Char, you are top notch, my friend. And I will get that shirt to Mags only because you asked me to. I will do it.
You want to upstage me because I've been trying to get Dole stuff and my stuff to you from ThetaCon, and I haven't actually lifted a finger to do it. I have them set aside.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, honestly, just like a little box like that from a random internet friend, you know what I mean? Like, that's what this has done for us. That's what pineapples did for us.
Yeah, and oh shoot, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Visioneer.
Shout out.
Shout out. He's been on the show, and
Theta Punk fame, right?
Theta Punk fame.
Theta Punk and Unchained Theta Punk.
I still think one of the coolest things, Pop and Mags on there.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I saw the market's terrible, as you know. I mean, right now it's Sunday night. It's late, later than usual. So we will get Monday. That's a fact.
That's fine.
But we need to Monday night. Yeah, the market's absolute bloodbath. Bitcoin under 80K. Not good. Not good, my friend.
Dude, I'm
Point of the week.
Not impacted by this whatsoever. Not afraid.
Good. But you know what? Coin of the week? USDC.
Here's a little thing. It says Hedera. Socks are decentralized if you have 2 feet. True story.
I'm a little slow on the uptake on that one.
The socks are decentralized if you have 2 feet.
But if you don't have 2 feet, they're centralized?
If you only got one, yeah, it's centralized sock. Yeah.
Okay. That's just me. I don't know. I'm not.
They're not connected. They're separate. They're decentralized. Your feet are. All right. Let's move along.
All right.
But also, speaking of the professor, do you know of the basketball professor? Like that guy that just kind of does street ball?
No. But I bet you I'm gonna.
Shout out. I mean, he's been around for a long time. He's just absolutely mind-blowing with his ability to ball handle. And I was watching that with Bryce the other day. So I just kind of threw that out there. As he said, the professor. But yeah, because I always knew Maddox is definitely the professor. But he's also the mad dog, right? Is that what he was?
Yeah, he's the mad dog. And then I saw a thing on, I guess he was at one of the games. Braves doing terrible this year, looks like. But
dude, it's April 6th.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying it's a slow start. It's not how you want to start. Like 1-8 or whatever they are, right?
Yeah.
But the crime dog, do you remember the crime dog?
Fred McGriff.
Dude, he threw out the first pitch. Do you remember Fred McGriff? Like at least the All-Star game? Do you remember that?
Oh wait,
So the American League like owned the National League in All-Star games. Yeah. They always fucking won. And then Bobby Cox, because what they used to do back then is they'd have the managers from the World Series be the managers for the All-Star game, right?
Indeed.
People get voted on. And you know how like sometimes there's people that don't make it, but then there's a last minute scratch and they got to bring someone on that
Yes.
still was maybe in the realm of being considered.
Sure.
So,
But the manager gets to pick that, right?
yes, yeah. So Bobby Cox, I mean, legend, right? Uh,
Yeah, absolutely a legend. I'd give him that.
Bobby Cox. So they selected Fred McGriff, the crime dog.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think like the stadium, he got that thing. He was hitting homers. It was like a mid-season deal where he came to the Braves and he was hitting home runs when the field was on fire, the stadium was on fire. They call him the crime dog. I think I
Yeah.
could be wrong, but anyways, but Bobby Cox did not want to play him if he didn't have to. So like Fred McGriff was going to ride the pine. Well, game got tied. NL I think was behind, tied it, went into extra innings, pinch hit Fred McGriff, and I believe walk off.
Freddie.
It was a sight to behold.
Yeah, I was a McGriff fan for sure.
Who how could you not?
Yeah, Fred McGriff. Solid crime dog.
Uh,
All right. So let's move right along. And I know we got business to attend to. Chiefs name of the week.
this is Chief's name of the week.
And I'm actually told, and I don't believe it because we were also told that be no more NFT buying,
Yeah.
that wouldn't gamble anymore, and that Chief won't change his name again from what it is currently is when Coinbase. So
It's a good question.
yeah, I mean, based on what Mitch said at ThetaCon, from what I understand, he still has 8 months and 25 days to make that happen, right?
I want to play devil's advocate and then regular advocate because I saw some people chirping on the board somewhere. I don't remember where, and they're like, Mitch has got to get us listed on the exchange, like he said. To your point, he has all year to do it because.
Yeah, because he said sometime this year,
But
which doesn't mean anything.
But I'm saying dollars to donuts, it's not going to happen because it should have happened a long time ago. I don't know how you have the scam Trump coin immediately listed to Coinbase.
Because they paid to let it list. Like that's what people do.
If you got to do that, then you got to do that. But
I think that's what every coin has to do.
But don't be like, Wes, like, we're working on it. We've worked with Coinbase since 2017. But we've worked with Wes is like, well, we've worked with Coinbase since 1995, when Windows 95 came out or whatever. Like Yoda says, try or try not. There is no whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. No regards.
Do or do not.
There is no try.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not going to give him any shit. I'm not going to give him any shit for not being enlisted yet on any exchange. I'm pretty confident in our experience in the industry, being adjacent, right, to Theta, that it ain't going to happen.
It certainly feels that way. Certainly does, but
speaking of, I guess, Theta news, right? We can do that occasionally. Did you see? I saw Andrea and Jerry were tweeting on Friday. Did you see this?
Is this the soccer club? Right?
The Earthquakes?
The Earthquakes, San Jose? Is that what it was?
San Jose.
San Jose. How you doing?
I may be turning a little bit on that because it's like, oh, what's the deal? What's the deal? Like, I'm not as impressed with those colleges. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a learned person, as you know, but you get more of these professional franchises lined up. That's pretty cool.
But I guess my question is, like, what exactly is the chat bot supposed to be doing for the price of tea in China? You know what I mean? What's it doing for the price of tea fuel? What's it doing? I'm just saying, like, you're coming up with this stuff. Is this good for Theta Labs or is this good for Theta adjacentness?
Sure.
Because the adjacentness ain't feeling it.
Right. But I mean, I 100% agree. I just want to say, like, Theta's not the only one price-wise shit in the bed. It's everything is shit in the bed.
Okay, but let's be but if you compared it back, like, some are a lot messier than others, and we gotta be on the same page here. Like, this is a very messy situation.
Yes.
And if this is not doing anything for us, then
We
what
don't.
good is it? Like,
I
what,
know.
like
We
what,
don't.
where on the roadmap is this, and what is it doing for us? Tell me why I should care about it,
AMA.
basically.
AMA.
I did hear that there was supposed to be one in May, right? I saw somewhere that they're all going to be together at Theta Labs, I believe the week of May 12th. Don't
Okay.
know that, but that's, I think I saw
Unless
that
the
somewhere.
Wi-Fi breaks down, right?
Somebody unplugged the Wi-Fi.
Shout out Kyle.
Yeah,
Uh,
guess we're gonna have to wait till next year.
uh,
I lost my application for Coinbase too in there. My computer froze.
uh,
What are you gonna do?
I gotta assume there's some benefit. I guess.
Yeah, but I just don't. Do you understand what it is?
I don't understand a lot, so I don't understand.
Just yeah, I just don't know. Like, I mean,
Sounds like
chatbots.
it just seems
Let's
like
be
this.
honest. Chatbots are not like an original thing. Like, it's not like most. There's tons of websites out there that have chatbots.
It's not. I mean, like iced tea is not original. Iced tea is not an original thing, but Arizona iced tea be 99 cents since the dawn of time, and still be 99 cents. That's pretty original.
Yeah,
What
I
does
mean,
that have to do with the price of tea in Arizona? Hey,
hey, I mean, Ice-T, great Law and Order actor.
dun dun. Yeah, he's good.
No, those Arizonas, yeah, those are big, tall ones too.
Oh yeah, I remember working at CVS because then I'd have access to the back room, and sometimes they'd be like buy one get one free or buy one get two free. I mean, this is like early 2000s.
What was your go-to flavor? Just the
Iced
original
tea.
green tea?
Yeah, the green tea.
Yeah.
And usually I just get the diet green tea one. But what's funny?
Watching your figure.
Yeah, the funny thing is there's always like the same ones that you can find in places, but you can never. The green tea is not always in most places. So it's like they want to have you buy full flavor, a non-green tea flavor. So it's like,
Wasn't there a mango one, like mango peach or something?
yeah,
Yeah,
that was good.
Green tea and mango peach were my go-tos. There was when I was in the city living there, they were in Duane Reade, like right next door. That was definitely had a lot of Arizona iced tea. Solid, not a proud sponsor.
Duane Reade, not proud sponsor.
Or Arizona.
They should. Their Twitter account is pretty fire though. That's
Is it?
definitely a follow. Oh yeah, it's definitely a follow. So
okay.
Funny. Yeah.
Shout out.
I think they had a. I think they had a. I'm not a fan of this stuff because I'm not big into the TikTok like you and others, but
I'm not big into it.
You're bigger than I am.
I follow leads into it, and then yeah.
Ill regard. So
Ill.
they apparently there was going to be like a Rizzler. I think it was an April Fool's joke. A Rizzler Arizona iced tea.
Okay.
So the Rizzler, I don't know. He's this guy with Riz or something. This like little kid from like I don't know, Brooklyn or something. I don't know. It's like it's a whole thing. I'm sure.
Is he like a big kid? Is that family?
I think it's a family. He's like short and stubby. He's a young kid.
Yeah, man, I don't understand them. Like, how did it's like.
Well, because we're old though, dude.
Yeah, but I've seen this stuff, and it's just like, why? Like, why? Like,
yeah,
why?
Why are like good coins down in price and meme coins? Everyone dumps the money in the meme coins and kills all like the good coins, right?
Brilliant.
So that's what that is.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, this is going swimmingly. How about we move on to a little HGH segmentation?
Okay, Alexa, stop.
Oh, Alexa, stop. We're only about 20 minutes in, and Alexa's going off. That's not a good sign, folks. So, dude, HGH comes out with a new set of challenges on Theta Drop, and you look at them, and you're like, wow, of the three. The Surfer Pug potion, like the Surfer Up power up or whatever you want to call it, level up, looks obviously the nicest. And he's explained in the past, it's like, the more background details and everything like that, the more potions and things like that it might take. But now you go into it, Surfer only needs one potion. It's like, oh wow. But then you go up to the Aztec one, which is a cool one too, but has no background. You need 2 level up potions for it.
Oh, dear
That's
Lord.
strange. Guess what happened?
What happened?
Guess. You get 1 guess and make it a good one.
It was a mistake?
It was a mistake by who?
I'm gonna guess Theta Drop.
Theta Drop.
Shout out.
Boned it up.
Uh,
I mean, come on. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, how?
no, it's pretty
There's
believable.
Dude, there's nothing going on at Theta Drop.
It's
There's
beta,
nothing
but
new.
it's still in beta.
It's still in beta, but there's been nothing done on it in the last 4 months, and you can't get this right? I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. Imagine it like we obviously know that things like this have happened in the past and have just totally janked things up, like out of control. Like the ripple effect of some of this stuff is
The
just
XRP effect?
Huh?
Nothing. Never mind. Go ahead. I said the XRP effect because you said ripple effect.
Oh, touche. No, I was talking about what's his name effect.
Who's the
Shoot.
one that's
Houday. The Houday effect.
the Houday effect?
The Houday effect on Jam's challenges. Don't you remember this? He got the #1 symbiote challenge that one time on, I think it was like 4th of July. But they had used like some nonsense. You had to hold something crazy. That wasn't even involved in the project to get it. And then it got canceled out and he flipped. You don't remember that?
No.
My goodness. Oh man. Yeah, that was a big scene. And then that's why he started going off on Twitter and then followed by Joey TV.
Oh,
That's what
shout
Joey
out.
TV thing went down and
One
we
of our
got
first lawsuits.
Yeah. And it led back to that piece, that happening, that screw up of the challenge. So I just thought you would find that funny. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. There's absolutely nothing going on thetadrop.com, but out of a batch of 3 challenges, they can't get it right. Unreal.
Engine 5.
Unreal Engine 5. Yeah. Lots of updates coming to that. I saw.
Did you?
New game modes that are like baked in. Yeah.
I like baked stuff.
Like what?
Brownies.
I like brownies too.
Yeah.
For sure. Actually, one of my favorite desserts, to be honest.
Brownies.
Yeah. Yep. Where you want to go? You want to go POG? You want to go somewhere else?
Oh, we can go POG.
All right, let's go.
We can go POG. POG Corner.
There you go.
POG Corner.
Yeah. POG Corner. So I heard we got an email this week.
We got an email this week.
Interns were telling us.
Oh, we did get an email this week. And, well, the interns weren't telling us because we got an email from, I'm going to say, our boy Grady, who's a new listener, and he's in POG. So that's
Shout out Grady.
Shout out Grady. So he was asking for, one of, because we've been hiding we've been disguising a little bit the key phrase, the POG.
Yeah, we've been gaming it a little bit, right?
Because
trying to game the gamers.
Some individuals just want to, I don't know, like get the transcript, Control F, find it, and then, whatever. So we've been disguising a little more, and I don't think it's been that hard if you listen to us, right?
Correct. Yeah, if you listen, I think it's easy, and if you reach out to us and you're cool, then it's easy that way too.
So, anyways, Grady emailed on Wednesday. No intern let us know that Grady emailed or even took the email. So Saturday morning, I find this email from Grady, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So I helped steer Grady in the right direction, and so like I said, he told me he's new. So I said, "Hey, like if you have any POG questions or anything." Since he's new, like I said, there's a lot of new people in the space. Submit them to popandmags@gmail.com. And I can't trust the interns. I will get them answered in a segment that we do called Grady's Corner. TM, maybe.
Grady's Corner.
Grady's Corner.
I love it. I think it's very cool that he reached out, and I hope that he listens and that he does ask questions and maybe even makes an appearance on Grady's Corner.
That would be cool. And would love to have that.
So speaking of POGs, they did have a an interesting week this week, right? I believe there was a Bitcoin related drop. Was that?
There's a Bitcoin slammer. It's on Solana through Magic Eden, and it's Solana, but they're POG Bitcoin Reserve. They're slammers, and I think there's like one that's going to be 24 karat gold. I don't know if it will get minted. There's like 2,500 of these, and there's like less than, as of recording Sunday night, I think there's less than 5 days left for minting. But
so it looks like physical solid 14K gold.
Yep.
Solid 24K gold.
And
0.999 fine silver.
Yep.
And 24K gold plated slammer, which is probably, that's the common.
Right.
Yeah, gold plated is definitely the common one, but they look cool.
And it's a reveal. Well, again.
Right.
So, I mean, you know,
have your pencils ready.
Yeah, I guess this is still in POG Corner, but the glass half full segment, that because Solana and every other crypto is getting hammered, kid, you can buy it cheaper because it's 1.33 Solana. Oh. So if you want, I think there's 40 unique holders, over 60 or 78 actual minted. Not financial advice, never financial advice. I might mint another one just if it's not well minted, then
sure,
right? Isn't it like remember the Disney Vault?
Well, as long as it's gonna stop for sure at that time, yeah.
Right.
But aren't these all backed by physicals? So what would happen? They're all already physical.
POG wants to do digital. They want to do redeemables. They want to do physical. So, so it's really up to you. This scene, this says pure gold and silver drops every 250 minted. So we're not even at 250. Hyper limited physical golden slammers.
Hyper limited.
Well, that must be the one we were talking about, the Big Daddy. That must be hyper limited.
Papa Bear.
Okay. Sure.
You remember Come and Get Papa Bear?
No.
Come on, Armageddon. Your favorite movie?
That's Daryl's favorite movie.
No, that's your favorite movie. You watched it like 30 times in a week.
No,
I heard.
Daryl did.
Oh, Daryl did? I thought you were watching it at work all
day. That is all Daryl. Armageddon, Mr. Armageddon.
That's funny. That's a good line, though. You know what I'm talking about now, right?
What's that?
That line. You know where it comes from, don't you?
Armageddon.
But where?
I don't know.
Oh my, dude! For all the
I've seen it like once.
Movies, really?
Yeah, it wasn't that. I don't think I wasn't enamored with it as Daryl was, who was saying it needed to win an Oscar for Best Picture.
All right,
go ahead.
Never mind.
And we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all safe as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the doc today. This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com, offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max, yeah. Papa Max. Papa Max Podcast. Papa Max Podcast.
You want Armageddon to be the key phrase this week?
No.
Well, let's do it now. Let's be nice.
Well, I thought you had a film you were going to bring up.
Yeah.
We can use that one.
What was that?
Seth Rogen.
Oh no, it's not a movie.
Oh. But it's a film.
No, it was never made.
Ah.
It was never made. I say Armageddon, capital A.
All right.
Hashtag thank Daryl. And feel free, even if you don't listen on YouTube, to let that play in the background. And once you send some likes our way, you don't have to. Probably we'll get some downvotes, but be a nice thing to do to
Yeah.
support the little guys like us.
Yeah, who've been doing it for almost 3 full years.
Going on season 4 in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Oh shoot, we got to figure out when I'm gone that week.
Oh no, I think you should do it live from the road, right?
From
Is that how
Iceland?
this happens?
I don't.
No, I'm
think,
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't think. Maybe we can get Andrea back in studio
Oh boy.
to replace. Well, it sounded like she wanted to do one with you anyway, so
Okay.
be great. Black Mirror. Oh, Black Mirror, April
Oh
10th, season 7.
well, that will not be on my list of things to do. That's okay. What else there about POG Corner before we get lost in the?
Oh yeah, so they released another update. Now it's not going to change your life, but they have it where you can go on and see how much POG, like, because there's a leaderboard every season, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it has, and there's payouts of POG, so it tells you the payouts. Now, I don't believe the second season payout went out; it's still being finalized, but you can basically put your address in there, and then it will tell you what place you came in and what your payout's should be. It could be subject to change, I heard, but so if you don't know, then you know. I mean, you could always look on the blockchain, but since it hasn't been paid out, might be nice to see where you finished,
Yeah, sure.
and how much you received. That's I thought that was pretty cool. So is Care Bear still on the line?
I thought it was May 20th was from what I saw
Okay.
on Twitter.
So May 20th, and then still waiting to hear about staking. But I believe, like the previous week, they just talked about that. Yeah, they're not there yet.
Yeah, that was supposed to be real close a few weeks ago.
So they got to be at least 3 weeks.
They got to be at least a little bit closer than they were 3 weeks ago.
Right. So,
or
but
maybe not. Sometimes you go backwards. Sometimes you go backwards.
Count up. Let's just say POG
21?
staking,
We'll
founder staking 21 days.
21 days. I think that's fair and accurate.
Yeah.
I also see here that they announced another POG Slammer launch. Not until September. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. It was an April Fool's.
Oh, you just got April Fool's live.
I got April Fool's on April 6th.
Mister, I don't like April Fools.
I mean, it's just they got me on this one.
They got it.
If I would have seen it on April 1st, they wouldn't have got me. This was I got April Fooled in the past in the future.
Oh yeah, I guess little POG thing. I guess I don't understand it because I didn't have the correct NFTs or whatever. But it seems like these. Did you see the caps for currency for packs? Currency for pack purchases dropped by bots.
Huh.
So apparently you could get some bots with these POG caps, these digital like POG caps currency that's on the hub. I think the last one they announced, like if you own one of these 2 NFTs, and I don't even think they were POG NFTs, you could use them to redeem for packs. So I guess be on the lookout for that. But we'll have all the details for Grady Corner. Grady's
Nice.
Corner. Yeah.
All right. Well, how about some Grove? Any news on Scoop 3 of our Grove coin?
No.
What the heck?
I have no news.
Snapshot number 2 was taken on November 26th. These are supposed to be quarterly, so November, December, January. That should have been February, and I feel like that's when we ran through the hullabaloo. And now we're halfway to the next one and nothing.
Yeah.
What's going on
here? I mean, like I said, it falls on Grove because it was their thing, and then we got them the information that they requested right away.
Immediately, nearly.
So I don't know. Call your congressman on that. But then again, I haven't checked in a week, so I totally could be wrong.
I just checked.
Okay, then yeah, I'm right.
I'm on it right now, looking and not finding nothing.
Oh, hey, can I just mention real quick too?
Go ahead.
If
Show.
if Amy's listening,
Shout out.
so like, I felt like we called out B Mace last week.
Mm,
Reach him for comment. I know he listens to the show, but
yes.
he didn't feel like commenting us, I guess. So I don't know.
What do you expect from a Philly fan, dude? Honestly, just saying.
So I thought, yeah, I mean, Brian's not getting back to us. I haven't heard from Doc since 1989. Uh, uh, I know Feldy is busy with the hustle, so and he comes on when we want to talk Black Mirror, so uh, that's good there. But I don't get to hear the funny people as much as I'd like anymore. We got all these downswings, these market conditions unfavorable.
Yeah, everybody wants to run and hide until things are good, and here we are. We take all of the fire, right? I mean, we got so many bullet holes in us. It's ridiculous.
It's a flesh wound.
All right.
But maybe Amy poke him. That's all. So like, hey, have you talked to Papa Max about what they were saying last week? I'm just saying. You don't have to.
Yeah, or just Amy talked to us, which we don't mind that either.
Yeah, but Amy's brutally honest, which is good.
I appreciate that.
I know. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. I like Brian's finesse, but yeah, I do like Amy's upfrontness too. So
yeah, Brian's yeah.
I'm just
He's
saying,
more diplomatic.
What's going on with Zillies 2025?
Oh, there you go.
Just because ThetaCon's canceled, does that mean that the Zillies are canceled? I disagree.
I mean, we could go back to the original idea of like TGI Fridays, right?
TGI Fridays, like the restaurant?
Yeah, we just meet at TGI Fridays. Come and get
they
it.
closed them all around May.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. All right, maybe I'm too late. Maybe I'm too late for that. I was just kidding anyway. But yeah, somehow we were talking about Grove, and although we don't get, we haven't gotten our third scoop of Grove coin, there has been some pretty, I would say, relatively, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
English, and I'm telling you, it's tough.
There has been quite a few updates that we've been getting regarding the actual game, so that's kind of been cool.
Yeah, like it seems like there's multiple weekly lately.
Yeah, Banana Gun, multiple, sometimes even multiple in day.
Yeah.
So there was an update of the Banana Gun testing earlier today, and then multiplayer testing of the Banana Gun. So like shooting out a banana and the guy slips on it. I mean, it's just silly little stuff, but I just wish it would have happened sooner. But earlier this week, April 3rd, so I don't think this is an April Fool's, welcome to the Crispin Institute, once the pride of fruit science, now a zombie-infested ruin. So it seems like this is like a secondary game mode, I'm assuming. Peel effect serum mutated during a lunar eclipse and everything went to rot. Dorms are overgrown, labs hum with dark energy, and deep in Lab Zeta whispers a cure still exists if you survive long enough to find it. The campus is calling. Will you answer? Zombie mode.
Whoa.
So, and it looks pretty decent, honestly. Like, from everything that I've seen about this, it looks like a fun little game. Where's it going? How big is it going to get? That I have no idea. But I'll tell you what, I wish we had this 3 years ago to just play, imagine how many pineapple guys would have been playing this thing on a regular basis.
Yeah. I mean, I will say it. I'm not really blaming pineapples on.
Oh, I'm not casting blame.
No. Oh no. What I'm saying is that there was some ballers in the community that were like, you need to do a metaverse. Metaverse is the future. You need to do the metaverse. So you can only, you know what I mean? Like,
well, that would,
they put money in, they put a lot of money and time into that, That
was poorly steered for sure.
I'm just saying, a lot of people were clamoring about that.
Yeah,
I
hear you.
No excuses. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying, like you said, like maybe.
Where are those people now? I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They raged out.
Yeah. They're no longer
like a lot of
here.
people.
Of course, yeah, but I bet you a lot of them wouldn't had this come out in full force instead of the metaverse.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet you.
But I
know?
mean, like,
This is what people wanted.
even
This is what I wanted from the start. Something like this.
even
This
the
is great.
Bored Apes, they did the metaverse before they did that game.
Well, they did it wrong too.
Yeah. Yeah, because and the guy from Headlines in History, John Moloch, we had on, who replaced you that week. I just interviewed him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
An intel guy in the army that I worked with. Really smart guy. Check out his. It's not a podcast; it's a podcast, I guess. Headlines in History. So I think in the episode, if not, then this is what happened. Like, I was in crypto. We were in crypto early, and we hit it hard in 17. And I remember when we're like gabillionaires, December 2017, and we had drill, and I was talking to him and some of the other warrant officers, and it was like about crypto, and they're kind of not they're kind of not yeah, they're not going to go for it. And then later they wish they did, but then I remember John telling me about the metaverse is going to be the next thing. He's like, I'm totally convinced. I'm getting lots of land in the sandbox and
Oh,
all this stuff. So he went from not like getting crypto when I told him, which could have been bad or good, right, depending on
sure.
when he got in. But like you said, if he got in on Bitcoin, then he would be up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the metaverse didn't happen, and so he was a smart guy. So he's the one that convinced me the metaverse was going to be like the next big thing. So what does anyone know, right?
Hmm.
What are we? Just these, we're only on this planet so long. That's round. Sorry, swamp. Um, and for a limited amount of time, and we use the best information we have at the hand to make our decisions. So
All right. Well, let's move it right along. How about a little buoyhub.xyz?
I was hoping you're going to bring this up. Yeah, booyup.xyz. Buoy Hub.
Seriously. So I mean, this game was fun in its basic mode, but now you go in there, you get to pick either jet ski or open world game mode. And if you want to pick your jet ski, you can go in and you can pick sport, pro, or customize it. I mean, it looks like there's been quite a bit of work gone into this thing. Yeah, game mode, open world, or Grand Prix, then get it going. Yeah, no, it's looking good. Nice little leaderboard going across the top. Yeah,
He's got which is good, the map.
yep, the map on
Uh,
the
so I
top
didn't
left.
have that the first time I tried.
The original map was extremely difficult to follow, but yeah, this is clear, much clearer.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is great. Little entertainment stuff like this.
But one of the best guys we know in the space,
Sure.
and doesn't get recognition like a lot of other people that are awesome in this in the Theta space for building, and he's still building. So,
Yeah. It's unfortunate because a lot of times in this space, if you don't toot your own horn, then you just go unheard.
yeah, and then the problem with this space is I can't stand the people that toot their own horn.
So, I mean, sometimes you got to make noise just to kind of get attention, and then you let your product speak for itself. But others just toot their own horn to just, toot.
Dude,
It's
this is last week I said like Steve's your father, Bob's your uncle is what I was thinking of.
What?
All right. Yeah, last week I said, like Steve's your father, and
Yeah.
you're like, what the hell are you talking about? It was Bob's your uncle.
Still don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Bob.
Well, I guess maybe next week. I'm sorry, that just popped in my head. Buddy, let us know if you tracked any of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny. But real quick, buddy, he was like, still listening. It's like, did you see his message? Where then he put that I was right about the sports thing, but I'm still listening. So he was like giving us checkpoints of where he was in the episode.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, that was good to see from Buddy, and yeah, he was right on top of it with that NFL rule change. Shout out.
Shout out. Sorry, I always like stop your momentum and I go back to something that I should have said a while ago.
I'm so used to it.
Yeah. So please proceed.
Well, I'm just going to use again, go visit Buoy Hub, BUOYHUB.XYZ. Go check it out, play the game, and have some fun. It's pretty neat. And moving right along, how about Final Four? Final game is tomorrow night. Final four games were last night. What'd you think?
UConn won it all, like I said.
The UConn did win it all tonight. Congratulations to the UConn women. Not sure why they were a 2, and this is, to me, not an upset.
Dude, remember when they won after running the Big East tournament and they were like an 8 seed and then they won the whole thing?
Well, that was the men. Yeah.
They embarrassed fools.
But they lost this year, right? In the second round. They didn't even make the Sweet 16.
You are correct. Sorry, I'll let you talk because this men's basketball has been lame city. I haven't watched anything.
Lame city?
Yeah, thank you for agreeing. I haven't watched.
Dude, those 2 games yesterday were 2 of the best Final Four games that have been played. They were good games from start to finish.
If a tree
out of 80 minutes of basketball, 78 and a half of those minutes were very entertaining.
If a tree falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? And you're not there. Does it make a sound?
Well, how are you calling it?
Well, what I'm saying is I didn't watch it.
Okay.
And I'm still.
So how are you calling it lame if you didn't watch it?
Because they didn't do any setup to get me there. They got to wine and dine me,
But you're calling something lame that you didn't watch, even though they served a 4-course beautiful meal, Michelin 4-star, and you called it lame because you didn't watch it, but everybody else did and loved it. It was two amazing games. The fact that it was all ones in the Final Four,
lame.
That's pretty cool. Dude, you got good matchups. What do you mean lame? The best teams come. And guess what, dude? I think, in my opinion, you better get used to it because this NIL, this is what the future is. All right? You're going to see a lot more 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four from here on out. All these guys switching schools like they're like changing underwear.
Oh, I did see a thing today about, I don't know if you know about any of this because you watch these amazing games, but I saw something about the Houston team. They're like, they average a 5:19 mile.
Okay.
Average running.
I understand. Are we running track? It is fast.
That's really fast. I think.
But are we running track? Like, what does that have to do with basketball?
I don't know. That's pretty fast. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, if they were going to just change this into a track meet instead of playing basketball, I would favor Houston.
I remember when I was playing lacrosse in high school, and then I think it was JV.
On the bench?
We weren't even playing yet. It was practice. And the coach said, "Oh yeah, I mean, this is like late 90s. Like the coach is like, yeah, go run a few miles this weekend, guys." And I was like, that's gay. I mean, that's what you said back then. Like, I'm not running on my own back then. So I didn't. It was stupid. But, I got cut varsity year. So, it's what happens. Circle life.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they are very athletic, but.
Yeah. I'm not tying that to their prowess as players. I'm just saying that's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. Yeah. I did see that. The quickest was like, we said it was
5:07 or something.
5:06 or 5:07. The slowest was like 5:40.
47
and that guy was like 6'9", 260.
Yeah.
No, that I mean, it's impressive, but I didn't
think man was capable of running faster than the coveted 8-minute mile. So that's shows what I know.
Most men aren't. That's for sure. No doubt about it. But yeah. We'll see what they can do against Walter Clayton. Dude, this guy, Walter Clayton, comes from Iona, which is like not very far from here.
That's like in the league that Siena's in, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the MAC.
But
this is what I'm talking about. MAAC.
MAAC, not MAC.
Right.
Right. The lesser MAC.
The lesser MAC.
Big Mac, not the Big Mac. The little Mac, as it were.
But here's the problem. 2 years at Iona, switches over to Florida and, now runs it with Florida. Dude, any good player from a small school after a good year is leaving that school. Like, you literally, as a small school, you have 1 year. The good small schools that made it far in the NCAA tournament, they had like 3 or 4 seniors on the team that played together for 4 years, that had a good big man and a good point guard, and were able to win a couple games in the tournament. That's not going to happen anymore. I'm sorry. This NIL, I don't hate it, because I do think that these were high quality games that were on. So the seed number to me doesn't make one bit of difference. But I'm pretty sure, and my money's on, you better get used to like high seeds more often in these tournaments, making it farther, because it's like they're like making power teams basically.
But so you're saying, I mean, if I'm a small team, maybe I want to get together. Maybe there's a bunch of murderers row people that nobody's given a chance. Get them on a team and then fucking run it.
If you got 1 year with them, but good luck. You got to find people that are going under the radar that actually are good and hit. Like, you got to strike lightning in a bottle
Yeah.
for that.
Lightning in a bottle.
Love getting you singing. I really do. So,
Anyway.
and one more sports news. Congratulations. I don't really like him, but I respect him. Alex Ovechkin, the new goal leader for the
Ovi.
NHL. Yep. OV9, right?
Yeah.
So, or is he OV8? I don't know. I don't even. I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of his. I'm obviously a Rangers fan, and the Capitals, same. Lot of battles there. But I respect that guy, and they won the cup a few years ago. I felt good for him, because that guy has put in the time and the years, and to see him raise the cup for the first time, man, seeing people raise the cup for the first time that have been in the NHL for a long time, there's really no other sport that has that same kind of trophy presentation, and like you get your name on it forever. It's pretty cool.
What about the international hockey?
The international hockey?
Yeah, Canada won, crushed your Team USA.
That's meaningless.
Yeah. So okay, terrible transition here.
Thank you.
Do you remember this? So this is not financial advice corner, but do you remember that? I guess AI coin, meme coin you mentioned to me a while ago, and that I got on, and I was doing really well with it. I think maybe I had 1,000 in, it was up to over 2,000. My whole position is worth $85 right now.
Oof.
An AI cat father.
Oh.
Yee.
Well, I told you you'd taken the double up and ran.
Yeah, I got greedy.
That's man's biggest mistake.
And women's too.
Sometimes. What else you got?
Sorry, we can't leave on a low note like that.
No, I saw this. I was just kind of scrolling Twitter before, or X before we went on.
Not a proud sponsor.
And dude, it was this place in Thailand, a restaurant in Thailand, and in the front of it had these gates, and it was like you could get like 20% off your meal if you could squeeze through the gate.
Oh boy.
So it's obviously a very small, like you got to be tiny to fit through that one. And then the one next to it was 15% off, 10% off, 5% off. It was funny. This guy was trying to jam his way through a 10% off, and it was not happening. Thought that was hilarious. But great. I think that's funny. I think that's real funny.
Well, what's not funny? That video you sent me earlier today.
Oh my goodness. No, that was funny, but oh man.
That was painful. Yeah, you got to tell everyone what happened.
All right. So basically, it was like a footstool or something, right?
It was like one of those like little deck chairs.
A deck,
kind of
tiny though.
Yeah,
tiny.
Little tinier. Those cheap plastic deck chairs. Yeah.
Yeah, the cheap plastic ones with like the little holes in them. Like, I guess not little, but what would you say, like $50 size, quarter size, whatever.
It's an okay size. It's not. I mean, I'm not
somewhere around there.
I'm not bragging.
But the guy goes and sits down on it, and then he's immediately in all kinds of pain. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, what's going on?
Like, did you have any understanding of what happened at first? I thought he like sat on a nail or something.
I had no clue. The funny thing was, am I wrong that the wife was kind of laughing if that was his
Oh,
wife?
yeah, I believe so. I think she was yelling at him for I thought she was yelling at him for sitting there. And and he's, like, immediately in complete distress, and he goes to stand up, and the thing stands up with him. It's stuck to him, and then and then you get the picture underneath the hood, and his nuts are stuck through these holes, and it's just like he popped his nuts right through there, and it's now they're stuck in there, and the whatever he's sitting on is, like, stuck to him. Oh my goodness. Dude, I
I
had
didn't
to
even
re
oh
oh,
god. I couldn't even finish that. I was dying, but I was like I was mortified, and it was like I could almost feel the pain
oh,
just watching it.
but how do you get them out of there without, like you gotta, like, pound them back through the way they came in. That's the only you can't I'm not letting nobody cut that open. There's,
And it's
that's
but it's like
tender.
but too, it seemed like it was one of those things, like, where, let's say the, part is, like, smaller, big to small, right? So, once it gets that big, it can still squeeze through, but so coming out, how are you gonna
Right, right. It's like a fish hook.
I hope the individual's okay. We're gonna have to post that on the,
Oh,
episode too.
yeah. Yeah, we
Oh
can
my
post
god.
that.
Watch
Wow.
at your own expense.
Yeah, that's woof.
I'm gonna look at every chair I sit down from now on.
100%. That can't happen. That cannot
Uh,
happen.
no.
Oh, man. But you did have something Seth Rogen.
Oh, uh, it wasn't big, but I saw this before we got on. I just wanna take your take. I thought it was genius. Basically, he had an idea to do a Where's Waldo film, or, to people in the UK and Australia, I believe it's like Where's Wally? But, Where's Waldo, he's the guy in the, like, stripes and jeans, and he's got the
Sure.
hat,
Yeah,
the
and
red and white
you got
stripe,
a big book and you find them, try to
and you
find
gotta
them.
find him, like,
Yeah.
one of the only, book series I've read through.
Light reading.
Very light, but very big books though too,
Very, yeah.
at the same time. But,
And some of those are extremely hard too.
yes. But basically, essentially, the premise of the movie, let me know what you think. The premise of the movie basically was gonna be like, there's all this stuff happening, in the movie, and Waldo is the least important character. He just, I guess, like, shows up
Right.
every so often or something. I think that's genius.
Yeah, because honestly, when you look at the pictures, there's, all this crazy stuff going on, and then
Yeah.
Waldo's just, poking his head out from behind a building or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and they got that, like, Wario Waldo too with the yellow and black, like the evil Waldo,
Oh,
his name
yeah.
is too.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I just, if you have it's basically it's not even like the B plot, it's like the C plot of the movie, but it's the namesake of the movie. Where's Waldo?
Gotcha.
But, yeah, all this, it's all about whatever, it could be about fucking anything, and just where there's large groups, and then, hey, there's Waldo. But
Yeah, it's oh, Waldo's showing up at this chaos, there's chaos going on. Where's Waldo? He's gotta be around here somewhere. Chaos
so,
follows him.
hey, I was hoping, well, I was hoping Chaos got renewed. It didn't on Netflix, but, it's nice that the, Coyote vs. Acme is getting done and gonna be
Yeah.
released in 2026. We talked about that last week,
Yeah.
but, maybe this could get done. You could have like I don't know, could be even like a Cannonball Run style thing. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it
what
could
was
be
that?
anything.
Ketchup movies, or what was that?
Catch Me If You Can?
No, Ketchup, the Ketchup Productions bought it, right?
Oh, that's the,
Yeah, they should buy this one too. That was the Wile E. Coyote one.
yes, Ketchup something, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe Mustard should pick this one up.
Yeah. I relish this idea, Popper.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, on that note, before we get any deeper with these puns, have a great week, and we will see you on the boards.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter at JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a Scumbag Hat production
In association with Pam's Day Spa.